Last week in Charlotte, Evan McFarland answered back. After Kieran Lifflander's win on the road in Daytona was erased by a jumpstart penalty, Evan made no mistakes of his own in Charlotte, holding steady and bringing home the victory without controversy. Now the championship turns to Sonoma, where history tells us sparks are inevitable. Over the past few seasons, McFarland and Lifflander have traded paint and tempers here in wine country, their rivalry boiling over in dramatic fashion. With the off week looming, will cooler heads prevail, or are we set for another explosive chapter in this growing feud? We go green in wine country live next on ASN. Our venue for today is the virtual Sonoma Raceway. NASA started visiting Sonoma in 2018B, and it measures at 0.93 miles in length, featuring 5 corners in total, 4 to the right and 1 to the left as we wind through the rolling terrain of California's wine country. In NASA Rallycross, our format is as follows. After open practice, we head into a single-car 3-lap qualifying. The order is then inverted for our 5-lap heat races, and if you win a heat, you're straight to the feature with 2 bonus points. The rest head to the semifinals, also 5 laps. The top half of each race advances, with the top 3 earning extra points, and it'll set the stage for our 10-lap feature race where their points are awarded and the trophies are handed out. Unique to NASA Rallycross, drivers must take 2 jokers across every race all afternoon. The 33rd season of the NASA Rallycross World Championship continues today live on the Automotive Sports Network, with Brian Sawyer in the production truck, and also next to me in the commentary box, my name is Josh Mertz, as we welcome you to the 13th running of the Sonoma Grand Prix. Mr. Brian Sawyer, we had no Kieran Lifflander last week, so Kieran had the open goal in Daytona. Evan had one in Charlotte. They'd be tied if it wasn't for the penalty for Kieran in Daytona. How are you, and what are your thoughts as we come into today at Sonoma?
I don't have much. We're gonna maybe see a nice straight shootout this week. Coming into the off week, drop week, it has applied now, so the points reflect that. And it's a 14. No, it's bigger than the 14-point gap. It's what am I looking at here? I don't even see Kieran on the points list here. Oh yeah, it's a pretty hefty gap, isn't it?
Wow. So Kieran's down in 8th. We'll take a look at points shortly, but with him not running in the drop week, it's going to be interesting to see as the season ebbs and flows, of course. I just want to remind everyone that the NASA Rallycross Challenge on the Automotive Sports Network is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problems, our solution. Learn more at osscenter.com. And thank you so much to Rob Hartland and Overwatch for their continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Also brought to you by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV and his team, for all the camera support all season. Finally, also by Alex Zabetti, the producer of the official NASA World theme music. So let's take a look at those points, Brian, as we head into Sonoma. And Evan McFarland, 65. Klaus Kreutzer not here, 51. I'm not sure if Lindy's here. He's got 50. Josh Darnell not here. Simmer, 45. Zach Blanche, winner in Daytona with 35. Octavio Rondeletto not here. Kieran Lifflander down in 8th. 40 points for the reigning Lights World Champion to try and make that gap up. That's going to be a tall order. Zach Goddard and Devin Hughes, 9th and 10th. And Brian, take us through the Constructors' Championship.
All right, Constructors Championship, TWR Subi Squad topping the board 128. They are running away already, followed by Control Z Racing at 74, GAC Sim Sport 66, Bite 550, TWR Fiesta Siesta, KLR Slaypex, TO Racing, Move Over at Speedy Time, and Impact Sim Sport top 10. Manufacturers, not really worth looking at. Beetle hasn't scored here yet. 71 to 47.
There's a mystery third manufacturer that's somehow still beating Volkswagen.
Well, if they scored points.
I want to bring up that, of course, we're very early on in this 33rd World Championship. But if TWR Subi Squad can get it done this season, which anything can happen, but if we're looking at the numbers, it's looking good. They are going to tie Revolution Racing with 6 championships. That's second all-time on the constructors' table in the history of the World Championship. There was a time, Brian, way before your guys' time, where I thought there was no other teams other than MRT and Revolution Racing on that table. So it's wild to see the TWR boys show up, save the series back in 2022, and dominate ever since then. What do you got? You want to go over programming notes, or are we good to go to qualifying?
Sorry. You can go to qualifying while we start. I'll hit the programming notes real quick.
Good.
If I can find where I put that button. I've lost everything. There it is. So we're off for the majority of this week. I'll be on vacation starting Monday, but I'll be back for the SimCar Grand Am Series on Thursday. We're going to be at Road Atlanta. I can't miss that. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. That will be me and you, Josh. And then we're back next Sunday for the NASA Rallycross Futures and Lights. We're going to be at IRP kicking off almost the back half of the season. We're at round 4 of 8 this season. We're about halfway through. That's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time. For the futures, so it'll be a Josh cast probably. Then the futures will be, or the lights will be at 9. And then the following Monday, contenders, back to SimCar.
See first car on track. Oh, it's Evan.
Jake.
The world champion's on track first.
That's interesting.
We never normally see this from the kid from California.
Well, this track is one of the ones where if you're not out quickly, it wears in. I was going to
ask that. I can never get a straight answer, or maybe I just don't remember.
Does it use everybody's track wear?
Does it?
No. Yeah.
I don't know either. It's a common myth. People say you got to get on track right away. But you're the only car on track. I don't think it simulates it. I don't know. Either way, Evan gave up that first lap, I think. Or let's see. Oh, he's in the final corner. Okay. So
no, he gave up the first lap. He reset.
Across the line for the world champion. That will scrub his first lap. So he's only got 2 laps. He's ripping the handbrake to turn it. Did it count?
That was excellent.
I'm so confused. My timing didn't say it counted, but your timing externally said it did.
I don't.
Jake Robichaux is the only car that
there.
scored. Yeah. Okay. Jake Robichaux 41.4. It says he is the first car to set a lap in the 69. Kieran Lifflander across the start-finish line off monitor, 40.121 for the reigning Lights World Champion.
I don't know where it's
that's a practice lap.
Time.
That's a practice lap. Okay. Marcus Indrek Simmer, 40.8. Eric Dubois has not set a lap time yet. Jake Robichaux, 41.3. Evan McFarlane, that lap counted. It was a 39.9 from what I can see. 2/10 between the two kids. Kieran through the bowling alley. Technically defending race winner. If we remember from the Sim Gaming Expo in Schaumburg, he smoked the field there for NASA Rallycross Live. I wonder in next September, Brian, if we're going to have Evan versus Kieran at the second Sim Gaming Expo. That'd be super.
That'd be fun.
39.899. And if that timing is correct, then he has pipped Evan, but nothing is updating on my end internally here. So we're just going to figure it out together and go from there.
I got nothing over here either, so that's cool. So we're going to stop the timing. You're going to have to take it radio style for a minute, or we'll be on screen with somebody for a minute, but I got to stop the timing and restart that. It decided it didn't want to advance past the practice session, so that's pretty cool.
Lindy crosses the line. His second lap does not count. Lifflander crosses the line. 39.827 in the 20. That might be why it's not reflecting on my end either if it's broken, Brian. Who is P1? I think it is our world champion. I'm taking a look at laps here. 39.764 to a 39.827. They've got 0.5 of a second over Marcus Indrek Simmer in car number 4. And I think Kieran is done with his laps. I think Evan is done with his laps. We're looking right now at Devin Hughes in the 60. He's on his third and final lap. Let's try and pick up Eric Dubois in the 000, if you can, over the jump. The man from Maine across the line, currently sitting fourth. Will he improve? 41.4. He does not improve. And Devin Hughes is the last car to finish his qualifying run here in Sonoma. Across the line, the Canadian 41.728. Brian, I'm going to ask you, before I just blurt out publicly, do you want to announce what we just talked about in the drivers' meeting to the world? Okay. Joke's on you. There's some stuff coming. It's a mystery. But qualifying's over. I'm going to make sure I reset the
the timing's good. Hopefully we go to the next session.
Inside baseball, am I good to just refresh this tab? Does it work?
Sure.
Okay. Ah, there we go. Alrighty. That means that Evan McFarlane, for the third time this season, will win the seeding round. But interestingly, he only won the first heat, round 1 in Daytona. He had to go through a semifinal last week in Charlotte. I think he crashed, didn't he? Or he got caught in traffic? Yes. I was watching from a hotel room getting ready for a wedding, so I don't entirely remember. But here we are. As we are going to go ahead and run to heat number 1, unless you need some extra time.
No, we're good to go. You know what's interesting?
Terrific.
We only have 8 drivers here. Everybody got a qualifying point.
Aha. And Zach Blanche didn't set a lap time, I don't think.
But 1 point it is.
Participation trophy, I guess. As we get ready for heat number 1, Devin Hughes, Matthew Lindy, Marcus Hendrick Simmer, and 4-time consecutive defending world champion Evan McFarlane, car number 1, will start 4th. It's TWR Subi Squad versus JC Simsport. I need to put the team owner hat on.
From Hughes? You moved a little bit.
Potentially. Hopefully the teammates don't crash each other in the same heat race. Green flag. Off the line, 3 wide. Lindy in the middle. Hughes on the left. Locks up into the wall. And the Canadian off the track. Put him to 4th. Did Evan get damage from this?
It did.
He stopped. What is...
Evan might have thought he did that and tried to let Hughes go by. We'll take a look back. We'll see what happens.
Evan's car broken. If you got a replay, go ahead and take it.
No, Devin
he locked up.
Yeah, Devin just locked up. Evan stopped. Maybe thought he did it. Saw Hughes stop, say no. Go ahead. You didn't touch me. Devin Hughes out of this race.
This new format is so interesting in the World Championship because you've got, for example, Evan, I don't think is used to being caught up in traffic like this. No disrespect to him, of course, at all. But not used to being caught up in traffic, caught up in other people's issues, those kind of things. It has added this extra layer of strategy and this extra layer of chaos to all of these races. As, let's see, we got Marcus Indrek Simmer chasing down Matthew Lindy. I don't know if you can see internally. Remember how I told you this mic's falling down? If you could take this, I have to take this microphone. Welcome to live production.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Josh Mertz try and attempt to tighten a microphone. He's struggling. He doesn't know lefty root, loosey,
I'll be there
righty,
in 3 hours if you keep talking crap.
But on the track, we have Lindy just kind of pushing, separating the gap to him and Simmer. No joker yet for Lindy. Simmer does not take his first one either. Let's see if Evan, nobody decides to on the second lap through. Means they're going to do a little bit of alternating on the next 3 laps. Lindy sets the fastest lap at 40.4. Goes out wide, misses the grip strip entirely. Same with Simmer. Simmer's trying to grab the inside of the exit of the turn. Evan, perfect down the entire grip strip, gaining a lot of time back. Don't know if he's going to have enough in 3 laps to get up to second to get that seed spot or the pole spot in the LCQ. But let's see who takes it this time. Lindy, no. Simmer, yes. Simmer might get the pip on Lindy.
Oh, it's
The
going to be side by
drag
side,
race.
exiting the Joker. Down to turn number 1. Simmer on driver's left, or driver's right, rather. Lindy
If you're Simmer,
ahead.
that's not where you want to be. You're not going to get a good exit being that low entering turn 1. Lets Lindy take the outside line, just maintain that position. Now Lindy should respond with the Joker, and will probably extend that gap out. Evan 3.3 seconds back. Lindy's going
Simmer's
to
the
slow
only
down,
one.
take
Lindy
it.
responds. There he goes.
Let's see what Evan does. Evan also goes with Lindy.
Evan will come out behind Simmer in car number 4, the Estonian. Now, everybody on track has taken one Joker. That's a massive cut for Lindy. I think that's going to be a slowdown.
Evan has to make this track or this pass on track right now in this next set of turns if he wants second place.
Oh, Simmer ripped the paint. It over-rotated. Here comes McFarlane.
McFarlane's going to make it. They both have to
Wow.
take the Joker. I know that's your car, but that was a cool pass.
I was going to say he went off the road, which is normally a no-no, but he gave Evan plenty of room, and Evan's super respectful. Spot. Just like that. Is that it? We're already
That's
done. Look at that. Lindy, McFarlane, Simmer, and Hughes. And apologies for me missing that because my mic decided to fall down. Welcome to live production. Blanche, Robichaud, Dubois, and Lifflander for this second heat race. As we wait for Dubois and we wait for Blanche to grid in the 000 and the 2. On track is Blanche. Or that's Dubois, apologies there. Winner for us. Blanche is the winner from Daytona. Dubois in the 000. And is Blanche in the session?
He didn't set any qualifying times. So
No, he's not in the session.
It's going to be a 3-horse race.
Might be.
Easy jump for Lifflander then. Should have no problem taking the lead off the first turn unless Jake really cuts it down. No,
Blanche is here.
On the track.
The Evan Strat. Last second join. Heat 2 in Sonoma. Getting ready to go.
He really wanted that pole in Heat 2 by not
Green
qualifying.
flag. Robichaud sleeping on the start. Here comes Lifflander down to turn 1 inside of the 69. Lifflander gets by Dubois, trying to look towards Blanche. Blanche went wide in turn 1 as we go to the final corner to begin the first lap. Over-under for Lifflander over the jump to begin the first lap proper. Blanche leads, Lifflander leads Dubois and Robichaud. And if you're Zach Blanche, it's a tricky strategy because you have to stay ahead of Lifflander. Lifflander rips the curb, rips the grip. Never mind. Lifflander to the lead in the 20. Blanche cuts the track. Potentially might be a slowdown.
He's going to get a slowdown, but what we've learned over the whole week here is that slowdown really doesn't matter much. Blanche still has one. Jake still has one. Blanche's is cleared, and Jake has not been able to clear his yet. Now it's gone.
They must have changed it then because I remember when we ran it at Sonoma in our last season. It was brutal.
A few seasons ago, if you didn't basically stomp on the brakes instantly, that was it. It would grow 4 seconds. But they have fixed that. Jake takes his first lap, or his first Joker lap, comes out right on the tail of Blanche, carries a little too much speed, goes out wide. I don't think he's going to be able to make a pass happen. He's trying to peek the inside. Blanche just has a little too much speed. Closes the door on him. Jake's swinging out pretty wide.
We didn't have an opportunity to run on board with somebody. So let's jump on board Kieran Lifflander and enjoy a lap here at Sonoma.
Blanche takes his
Never mind.
Joker,
And Blanche exits the Joker, and they touch.
We're gonna
and
have
Blanche
to
goes around.
Go to a replay of that. Maybe?
You can pull that up. Go ahead and take that
There
replay.
it is. I'll run that back just a little bit here. So Blanche takes the Joker. Comes on out. Has the spot. has to take that turn really aggressively. Kieran on the... Yeah. No, there's a car there.
As Kieran has... I can't even get the words out. If you go to live pictures, roll it back. I don't even care. Roll it back professionally. Look how yawed he is. Look at this. He saved it. That's incredible. Oh my God. And he didn't even get a penalty.
No. That's car
Wow.
control.
Unbelievable. He's going to take the white flag in car number 20. He takes his second and final joker. Jake Robichaux in second after the issues between Blanche and Liftlander. And Dubois in third. Now it looks like when the track rubbers up, and I think I talked about this last season, Brian, when it rubbers up, or maybe at the Expo, they're running deeper into the carousel there, running wide on the outside.
Yeah. The outside line is the more viable line once that track gets a little worn in.
Final corner.
It's going to reset for the LCQ here, so you'll see more people grabbing the inside.
Checkered flag for Kieran Liftlander, winner of heat number 2 in Sonoma. As best of the rest will be Jake Robichaux, Zach Blanche, and Eric Dubois.
No,
but Dubois exits the Joker.
No,
Just kidding, as Jake Robichaux has an issue over the jump. I spoke too soon. He crashed hard on the jump, and Dubois gets best of the rest.
All right.
Anything can happen in NASA. I've said that for years. Let's take a look. Semi-final time. Evan McFarland, Eric Dubois, Marcus Indrex Simmer, Zach Blanche, Devin Hughes, Jake Robichaux. And top 4 will transfer to our 6-car feature today.
Should be top 3, Josh. No,
Uh,
top 4. Yeah, that's top 4.
Yep.
I can't
Sim
count.
says top 4. That's
You can
okay.
count,
You can't
I
count.
can't.
You can't read. At least you're pretty, Brian.
We know this.
As we get ready for the semifinal in Sonoma, we await for Zach Blanche. Is he going to do? Nope. He's on track. Another 5 laps. Oh, no, it's not, Brian. It's 3 laps. You messed up the format. All right.
I did.
3 laps.
3 laps, 2 jokers.
Devin Hughes has jumped. Green flag in the semifinal.
Hopefully they figure that out.
What a jump for Blanche. Down to turn 1. McFarland leads. Blanche is side by side with Simmer. Dubois, Robichaux, and Hughes in the back of the field. Blanche slides it, spins it, cuts the track. He's going to lose some time, maybe get a slowdown here. And Devin has had another issue in the first turn. He's out of the race.
Josh, I'll be right back. I'm going to go scream at everybody, let them know it is a 3-lap race.
Go ahead, I got it. Evan
Sorry,
McFarland
everyone, that's a
leads
3-lap
the
race.
carousel. Marcus Indrex Simmer.
It's a
in
3-lap race. Sorry.
Second.
Sorry, everyone, that's a 3-lap race.
I hope he's not coming over.
Sorry, everyone,
externally,
it's a
but here we are.
3-lap race.
We're listening to Brian. Hopefully he's not coming out. I can't hear him.
Everybody could hear that. That's okay.
That's fine. Welcome to live production. Will we see a joker on the first opportunity? Evan
We're
does.
gonna have to.
Simmer does. Yeah. Dubois, Robichaux, Blanche jokers, Hughes in the back of the field. Yes, Maddie. I can't say what that acronym means. That is absolutely the NASA way of living for the last 13 years.
Well, we had a few people drop out of the race to go to theme parks or something like that.
Having a life? What is that?
So I had to make a session for 8 cars. I hadn't had that format before. Speed did it.
You did a speed run and you messed it up. You had one job.
Yeah.
So McFarland leads on the white flag. And he took his second joker. Simmer in second. Third is Blanche. Fourth is Dubois. And then it's Robichaux. One of these guys, of course, will go home. Devin Hughes has already gone home. He's packed up the overalls. Robichaux slides it. He saves it in the back. Not looking good for the elder Robichaux in the 69. And the good thing for Evan is with only having, well, good and bad, only having 2 heat races, he will be on the outside of the front row as he rounds the final corner. Let's head up front. Over the jump, McFarland wins the semifinal. As best, well, second, In the semifinals, Simmer. Third is Blanche. Fourth is Dubois. His best of the rest will be Robichaux and Devin Hughes. I look at my watch, it's 1:25. That's very quick through these races with the smaller fields. So we're going to step aside and let these guys take the warm-up session on the other side of the break, the Sonoma Grand Prix.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Alrighty, we're back. Lindy, Lifflander, McFarland, Simmer, Blanche, Dubois. It has been, I don't want to say a train wreck. It's been wild today. We pushed the wrong button, and here we are. We go green. We need cars on track, Brian. Green flag in Sonoma. Evan has vanished. Lindy and Lifflander down to the first turn, and it's Simmer, Blanche,
I don't know, Josh.
Dubois.
I think we might have to run this one back.
What happened to McFarland?
He probably went to the bathroom.
He was on track. He vanished.
Oh, was he?
Down to the first turn. See, I'm all crossed up out of whack. Lindy way off the track. Lifflander up the hill, leading ahead of Blanche, ahead of Lindy, as the two teammates having some issues. And it's Simmer and Dubois.
Evan McFarland had a connection issue. That's why he blinked off the track. I could barely see his microphone in Discord just blinking in and out.
It has been the season of turmoil for these kids. Kieran with his penalty in Daytona. Evan disconnecting tonight. Is jokering his Zach Blanche. I don't know how that one happened, but he pushed the wrong button and away we went. So, Blanche leads. Lifflander second. Lindy third. Simmer fourth. Dubois fifth. No McFarland. That is a sixth place finish for the world champion. Blanche and Lifflander dueling back and forth. Lindy, Simmer, Dubois, Lifflander jokers. Will he take the lead? He will. In the 20. It's Lindy and Blanche now, second and third. Full disclosure, someone hit the wrong button, Mr. Kirtley, and it wasn't me or Brian, so it will have to be, unfortunately, investigated after the race.
Evan did get on track. So he wasn't in the bathroom. He did get on track, and then his computer's connected. Said good night.
Yep. So, technically speaking, and I hate to even say this, but he was on track, so it's like an engine failure in turn one, effectively. All right. Let's get a reset here on lap 4. Lifflander leads. Blanche in second. Blanche is hanging with Lifflander in the 2 to the 20. And it's Lindy, Simmer, and Dubois.
Blanche has used both of his jokers now. Kieran wants once Kieran takes that second joker, he's going to push that 0.5 to about 3.5 seconds. And I think Blanche's real fight's going to be Lindy.
Lindy jokers. He'll come out battling with Lifflander as we take lap 5. Lindy's strategy's done. side by side into turn number 1. They both hit the grip, rounding the carousel. Liftlander still has a joker left. You don't want to push it too far. You have no reason to. Head back up the
You're
hill.
gonna realize that this is not his fight right now. I don't know why he's glued to the back of this car.
There's absolutely no need to be. And if I'm Kieran right now, I'm jokering right off the rip here to avoid any contact. And he does nearly.
Oh.
It's pummeled by Blanche in the 2.
I couldn't switch the camera fast enough. I knew that was coming. I saw it coming. I go, he's not going to have the room to Joker.
This is exactly what Kieran needs. This is not what Evan needs, but this is a race or a season already of mistakes, penalties, and technical failures, Brian. And did Kieran get a slowdown? He did! He's back going. No harm done.
Yeah, Josh, the slowdowns don't mean much here. The only one that's going to hurt you is the one right here. If they hit that blue slug a little too hard, coming straight onto that after the jump in the straightaway, it will climb there. But the ones on the uphill section don't seem to matter too much anymore.
I just remember I hit one once battling with you. I think it was the last race that we ran together here at Sonoma, and it was not a fun time.
No, it used to go to 1 through the 4 by the time you got to the second turn, and basically it stopped the car.
Here in Liftlander, we look right now at Matthew Lindy, car number 3. We're looking right now at Marcus Indrek Simmer.
Marcus has not taken either of his jokers. He's 7 seconds. I don't think that's going to be enough to make anything happen. Eric Dubois has one more joker to take 4 back. Probably nothing happening there. It's probably just going to be a race of track at this point for everybody. Everybody's spread out enough.
As Liftlander. Oh, that's cool. Welcome to live production where my computer is completely frozen, Brian. I don't even know where I'm at. All right, we're here, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
okay, we're fixed.
Got word from Evans, just a poor series of timing here. Session went, Evans' headset got unplugged, crashed his game.
Ugh.
What did I have from, I see what happened there too. The reason the session got advanced is, I think one of the admins had their computer crash.
And press the button as it crashed or something?
They might have hit they had that button. They might have hit that button while they were trying to get it situated. That was the last command to send.
Live production. What sucks is we can't do red flags, so here we are.
One day we'll be able to run
Eventually.
it back. We can with AI.
We'll return.
We can't with live people.
We used to do them back in the day as Liftlander takes the white flag. It was a lot easier, though, when you used to race in practice and you used to count the laps manually and all that fun stuff. All that stuff's on ASN On Demand, but we're looking right now at Kieran Liftlander, currently 7th all-time on the World Championship wins list with 14. He closes this out in the next couple corners. He won't move positions, but he'll get number 15, closing in on Francois Martel, who has 17. The kid from South Carolina won here in the Sim Gaming Expo, NASA Rallycross Live back in Schaumburg. Rounding the final corner. It's been a wonky afternoon, but Kieran Liftlander back on top properly now in the World Championship, winning in Sonoma. Lindy second. Third will be Zach Blanche. 2 for 2 on podiums for him. Followed by Marcus Indrek Simmer and Eric Dubois with the world champion out in turn 1 with a technical failure, Brian Sawyer. It's been a weird season so far.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a big point swing. We saw, I mean, he's still gonna get 18 points for that, for the heat race or the feature race, and he's gonna get 11 for his qualifying and his LCQ win. Now he's gonna get what, 15 for 14 for that. So Kieran's gonna make a big close in the gap, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of point closing.
I'm just trying really quick to...
Words are hard for me today.
Words are hard for me, and my mic's falling down, and my Mac froze, and my monitor's flickering on the left side. There's a lot of inside baseball happening, and we had the session advanced. I think it's just we're going to close this one up with interviews and all the stuff normally, and then I'm just going to go out in the living room and relax because it's been wild. Are you able to pull up points super quick, or is it way too early to generate? Because I want to see what this is going to do.
Give me 1 second. We have a minute. It's very early in the week. So drop week is about to apply after when I resort this. The drop week has applied now. So yeah, I just saw Kieran pop from 8th to 2nd. So that's gonna be a big change. Let's do the points real quick before we do the interviews. Let's do the overalls.
Go ahead and go through them.
So, Evan McFarland still holds the top of the board with 65 points. Kieran Lifflander drop week applied, and the win tonight puts him up to 59 points, up 6 positions. Matthew Lindy holds 58, 1 point behind him, still holding on the third. Zach Blanche up to 57. Klaus Kreutzer, 51. That's a very close gap for the top 5 in the series. Only 14 points separating everybody. Simmer at 48. Darnell down 3 positions by not showing today, but that's his drop week. Hughes, Robichaud, and Dubois rounding out our top 10 in our teams that don't have a drop week. Subi Squad 187, SimSport 109, Control Z 99, KLR 72, Slaypex, Byte 500, Siesta TO, Moist, and Impact SimSport top 10. I'm not going over the manufacturers. I'm gonna go here to interviews in just a second. We'll see who we got.
See, we got Lindy, and we have Lifflander.
I don't see a Blanche. I don't see a Blanche in here at all. So we can go ahead by start pulling up Lindy, I suppose.
Alrighty, we will pull up Matthew Lindy, car number 3, and we've just been talking on the stream here about how broken everything is internally with the stream and with the race. And I guess talk us through your race, because it was frantic, it was quick, and then Evan's not racing, and here we are in second for you. How are you? What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I was about ready to go take a piss during the warm-up there. And then all of a sudden I see it's a very bright yellow grid button. I'm like, oh, well, I got to hold it. So that was definitely a little bit concerning, having to race that race while also needing to use the restroom. But I honestly surprised myself with the pace that I had today. I didn't really get that much practice with me having to work on school and real race car stuff. And yeah, I felt like I was holding a decent pace with Kieran. I definitely threw it, just majority of it, all out the window on that first start there when I tried just to rip the outside on him, but I just missed it by about 6 light years and just got all on the grass and just absolutely threw it out the window. But I felt like I was able to keep steady pace with him at some points. There were some times where I made mistakes. I was just praying to God that he was going to get a couple more slowdowns.
It was there was a couple moments where you and Blanche and Kieran, you guys were all practically at a 90-degree angle on turn into turn 1. And it was razor thin, razor's edge to not get a slowdown or get a slowdown. It was wild. But who would you like to thank for the podium today?
I'd like to thank Evan. First of all, he fortunately had some connection issues, and I mean, it's happened before, but that's just something out of our control, and we just got to keep pushing. He got this set up on rails, and I'd like to thank Eric and James and all the Team Watson guys. I'd also like to thank Mario at KS and all those guys out there. I'd like to thank everyone who supports me. My mom, my dad, my sister, my girlfriend, all the family out there in the Philippines watching. And I'd like to also thank you guys for putting on an amazing series. And hopefully, maybe this kind of boosts my confidence to maybe not just be fighting for third, and hopefully maybe just be 20 points off instead of second.
It's the mentality I like. A lot of these guys don't run. They say, oh, I'm not going to win. You never know. These kids could crash into each other, and then you could win. You could get a jump start, like in Daytona, and then Zach wins. You never know. Either way, good run, my friend. Remember, off next week. We'll see you in a couple of weeks in Indianapolis.
Have a good one, guys.
You know what's interesting is if I had time to
Kieran!
go over.
Please.
Oh, well, are you back? Are you here?
Yes,
Okay.
I am here, but I'm going to Charlotte, so I'm speaking on my phone, and my mom wanted something. I'm here.
We're moving quick, Kieran.
We're
Yeah,
moving
yeah, for
really
sure. Go
quick.
ahead.
I guess to keep you to get you out back to Charlotte, just walk me through your race super quick because it was wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'll quickly give a brief rundown of the whole day. You know, I didn't have as much practice as I'd like to have. And then going into qualifying, I knew I had speed, and I was just kind of looking at everybody's time just to get a brief rundown of where everybody's at. And I think it was Zach and Matthew who were the two closest to me and Evan. And I mean, it's really at that point, it's really just Evan to worry about. So yeah, didn't qualify first and didn't get maximum points for that. But yeah, the whole thing with the Zach, it was an accident. Hopefully, officials understand. You know, that was just it was all on me. But hopefully, no penalties come out there. And then yeah, went into the feature and had a good battle with Matthew, and then Evan disappeared. So that's very unfortunate for him. But yeah, all in all, very happy to walk away with this win, and definitely have to rebound from Daytona and obviously having a drop week already.
I'm gonna say redemption from Daytona. I won't keep you too long because you'll have that journey to Charlotte. Who'd you like to thank for the victory tonight?
I like to thank my mom, my dad, both very, very huge supporters, and yeah, my sister as well. Everybody at Team KLR that makes this possible. Darren, Kevin Ballant, who's he's starting to make a come up and get back in the Rallycross and hopefully back into NASA. Garth and Daryl, they've been making huge progress, and you know, practicing with them, they're getting better and better. Yeah, everybody at Team KLR again that makes this possible. Family, you guys for putting on the show, and yeah, I'm gonna have this off week and just take a breather, have a little vacation, and then yeah, hopefully come back swinging.
All right, my friend. Good win today. Safe travels to Charlotte. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we're going to do things a little different. We went over points, we went over results. I just want to remind everyone, since we had that glitch earlier on, that the NASA Rallycross Challenge on ASN brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problems, our solution. Learn more at osscenter.com. And thank you, Rob Hartland and Overwatch, for their continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Also by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle for every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for camera support all season. Also by Alex Zabetti, producer of the official NASA World feed intro music. And don't forget, if you like what you see, hit like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network at ASN TV USA on every platform. According to Brian, we're even on the dark web. Don't forget to ring the bell. He's smiling on the internal cams. That's awesome. Ring the bell for live streams and new clips every week. Subscribe to ASN Plus for $1 a month for additional bonus content as well. If you want your league or event featured on ASN, you can visit us at asnTVUSA.com to learn how. And if you're ready to race, NASA Sim Racing has something for everyone. You can get started at nasasimracing.com. So for the 290th round of the championship overall, that's some shenanigans, Mr. Brian Sawyer. Give me a final thought. We'll close it up.
I guess the theme of the night was speed. 8 cars, only 2 heats, 3-lap LCQ, no warm-up, and some fast cars, so I don't want to do that again.
I don't want to do that again.
It's 1:30, and I'm like, oh, we're gridding for the feature at 1:30. That's fast.
I'm going to take off my headset, take off my ASN polo, go out into the kitchen, and continue to clean my house. Either way, though, with the furious pace of today, we still saw some shenanigans, had some good times. It sucks that Evan had that connection issue, but I mean, like we said so many times in the past, in sim racing, the equivalent of a mechanical failure is that connection issue. You have a computer crash. It sucks. Why does this have to happen to me? It happens in real life, so either way, we will, I guess, bid you farewell. The checkered flag has fallen on the afternoon. On behalf of our entire production staff, thanks you for joining us for the NASA Rallycross World Championship. See you in a couple weeks for round 4 in Indianapolis. But don't forget, we will be back for round 8 of the SimCar Grand Am series from Road Atlanta on Thursday. NASA is off next week because Brian decides that he needs a vacation. So we want to congratulate Kieran Liftlander on the win today. Podium finishers as well. And inside baseball and super professionally, we're not timed very well. I'm just going to close it out now, and we'll see you Thursday. So long, everyone.